Hi 7th graders, I hope you're enjoying your snow day so far. So yesterday you should have done the first 5 problems. Today we're going to do the second set of 5 problems. And then you should be ready for your quiz on Friday or whenever we're back in school. Alright, so let's get started. Number 1 says circle B has a diameter of 4 inches. What is the circumference? So I like to always draw a circle. My diameter, remember, is all the way across, and that's 4. So remember, to find circumference, it's pi times our diameter. So our circumference is 4 pi. And that's your answer. If you want to calculate it out, you can, but that works just fine. Alright, so then the next 2 problems are probably the hardest ones that you'll have. We need to find the total perimeter of this figure. So remember, perimeter is going all the way around it. We're not worried about the inside. We're only worried about the outside. So if I look, I see 1/4 of a circle, another 1/4 of a circle, and then the rest are pretty easy because they're just squares. So I like to get the hard stuff out of the way first. Okay, so we need to figure out what these 2 circles are first. Well, if we take a look, remember, circumference equals pi times our diameter. And then this is 1/4 of a circle, so I need to divide by 4 with whatever I get. Okay, so my diameter, my radius would be 3. My diameter would be the full way across. That would be 6. So I'm doing 6 pi divided by 4. Okay, so that's for one of them. 6 divided by 4 is 1.5. So this is really 1.5 pi for this part right here. Well, if that's 1.5 pi, this one is also 1.5 pi. So we're going to multiply that by 2, and we get 3 pi so far. Okay, so now let's do the easy part. We've done our circles. Now we just have to count how many sides we have. Well, if we take a look, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And each side is 3. So 8 times 3 gives us 24. So our answer is 3 pi plus 24. And that's our answer. Alright, let's go to the second one, or the third one. Now we are finding the perimeter of this figure. Alright, so if we take a look, this one's pretty tricky. Okay, I see that this part here is a half circle. And then I see that these other 2 parts, we could say it's a half circle, or we could say it's 2/4 of a circle. Let's just call it a half of a circle. So let's start with our big one first. Alright, our circumference, remember, is pi times our diameter. Well, our diameter in this one is going all the way across, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 4 times 4, that's 16. So our circumference for the big one is 16 pi. But that's as if this was a whole circle. That's not a whole circle. That's only half of a circle. So we need to divide this by 2. So 16 divided by 2 is 8 pi. Alright, so that 8 pi is talking about this part right here. Alright, let's do the next part. We have another half circle right here. Okay, we're still doing c equals pi times our diameter. In this case, our diameter is only 2 across, which is 4 plus 4, which is 8. So our circumference is 8 pi. But again, this is a half circle, so we need to divide that by 2. Well, 8 divided by 2 is 4 pi. So now looking at this, we have 8 pi, and this part is 4 pi. 8 plus 4 is 12 pi, so far I'm up to 12 pi. Now we have to do the easy part, and we have to look at our straight lines right here. 4 plus 4 is 8, so our answer is just 12 pi plus 8. And we're all done with number 3. Moving on to number 4. It's saying which figure has a larger perimeter. So let's go ahead and let's calculate this. Starting with our circle, we know the diameter is 8, so circumference equals pi times our diameter. So it's just 8 pi. Now I'm going to actually calculate this one out. This one is about 25.13. Okay, so now let's go over to our square. Our perimeter is all the way around. Well, if this side's 8, this side's also 8, this side's 8, and this side's 8. 8 times 4 is 32. So which one's bigger? Well, our square. All right, and then the last question. The distance a wheel can travel is proportional to its radius. What is the constant of proportionality for this relationship? So as we're taking a look, remember, constant of proportionality is thinking 4 times what gives us 32 pi? 3.5 times what gives us 28 pi? 0.25 times what gives us 2 pi? Well, I know that 4 times 8 equals 32, but how do I get this pi? I could just multiply by pi. 4 times 8 pi is 32 pi. 3.5 times 8 gives me 28, and then multiply by pi and I get pi. 0.25 times 8 gives me 2, so this works. My constant of proportionality is 8 pi. Alright, you just finished the review activity. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your snow day, and I'll see you when I see you.